Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, July 23, 2013. In St. Kitts and Nevis, politicians accused of paying lip service to constitutional reform. In Trinidad and Tobago, Rowley is sued for email scandal. Protesters threaten to burn down parliament if gay marriage is legalized in Haiti. Antigua Security Minister condemns latest shootings. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Amrose Travel. Former Grenadian parliamentarian Michael Baptiste is accusing Caribbean politicians of paying lip service to constitutional reform. Baptiste, commenting on the current political stalemate in St. Kitts and Nevis, suggested that too much power lies in the office of Prime Minister. And I quote, "We need constitutional reform, and they have been talking constitutional reform. But constitutional reform is not in their best interest, because if we talk constitutional reform, we'll have to discuss the powers of the Prime Minister. And as far as I see, the Prime Minister has too much power," Baptiste told reporters. According to the former parliamentarian, what currently obtains in Caribbean parliaments is not the best approach to democracy. And I quote, "You can't have an independent opinion in Parliament," he suggested, adding that government MPs who side with the opposition on a particular bill could expect to have punitive measures taken against them. Baptiste is insisting that MPs should be allowed to vote their conscience on matters of national importance. In Trinidad and Tobago, the alleged leaked email exposed by opposition leader Dr. Keith Rowley is heading to the courts. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, Attorney General Anand Ramlogan, and Local Government and Works Minister Suraj Rambachan intend to sue opposition leader Dr. Keith Rowley for repeating the statements he first made in the Parliament on a public platform outside the cloak of the lower house of representatives. The two senior members of the cabinet yesterday filed pre-action protocol letters citing statements Rowley made at a public meeting on Thursday, May 23rd. The meeting came one day after the debate on the motion of no confidence was defeated in the House of Representatives. During that debate, Rowley disclosed what was purported to be controversial email exchanges among high office holders. But once he stepped out of Parliament, the legal immunity which he enjoys is removed with respect to any words uttered. Addressing the public meeting and referring to the decision to send him to the Privileges Committee, Rowley said, and I quote, "If they then now come and convene themselves into committee where they have the majority and decide to take action against me and to send me to jail, I prefer to be in the jail in Golden Grove or in Frederick Street with the criminals than to be with the criminals in the Parliament." Last night at the UNC's Monday night forum, Attorney General Ramlogan announced to party supporters that some of the persons named in the alleged leaked emails are taking legal action for defamation of character. According to the Trinidad Express, the pre-action protocol letters filed by attorney Donna Prowell on behalf of the Prime Minister and the Attorney General contend that the natural and ordinary meaning of the words, and I quote, "I prefer to be in jail with the criminals than to be with the criminals in the Parliament," were intended to refer to the Attorney General and the Prime Minister. and that both office holders were guilty of conspiring with other members of the government with predominant intention of 1. Killing a journalist contrary to the Offenses Against the Persons Act, 2. Bribing the Director of Public Prosecutions contrary to the Prevention of Corruption Act, 3. Performing acts which were in breach of the Integrity in Public Life Act. The two letters, which are identical, state that Rowley's words meant and were understood to mean that the intended claimants, the Prime Minister and Attorney General, are guilty of misbehavior in public office, are guilty of graft, corruption, abuse of power, and or misconduct in public office, and are unfit to hold public office and lack integrity in the discharge of the duties of such office and or calling. Each of the intended claimants is seeking an unqualified apology in terms to be approved by senior counsel, a written assurance and undertaking from Rowley not to repeat the defamatory words and statements or any similar words and statements, payment of a sum of damages for the injury to their reputation and for the embarrassment and distress caused to them and costs incurred to date. Rowley has 14 days to respond to the letter, but should he repeat the statements in the meantime, immediate injunctive relief would be sought. There are ongoing police investigations in the emails which have been initiated as a result of the Prime Minister's referral of the issue to the Commission of Police. Furthermore, the Integrity Commission is likely to investigate the matter. In Haiti, organizers say they are pleased with the turnout on Friday as more than 1,000 people took to the streets there to protest homosexuality and a proposal to legalize gay marriage in Haiti. The protesters carried anti-gay placards and chanted songs in which they threatened to burn down Parliament if its members make same-sex marriage legal. A Haitian gay rights group has said it plans to submit a proposal allowing homosexuals to wed, but a coalition of religious groups said it opposed recent laws in other countries supporting gay marriage. The demonstration was organized by several religious groups, including one calling itself the Haitian Coalition of Religious and Moral Organizations. It came 48 hours after watchdog groups held a news conference to condemn what they say is an increase in threats against homosexuals in the country. Gay rights groups in Haiti say that members of the country's lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community often don't report rights violations to authorities out of fear of reprisal. In Antigua, National Security Minister Dr. Errol Court Monday expressed sadness and regret over the latest shootings in the country that have led to the deaths of 2 people and a 3rd hospitalized. In a brief statement, Court said that in less than 12 hours, 2 men, ages 29 and 19, were brutally gunned down and a 3rd individual hospitalized with gunshot wounds. And I quote, "In both incidences, robbery does not appear to be the motive. The police continue to carry out investigations into the said shootings, and I urge members of the public who may have relevant information surrounding these matters to come forward and share the information with the police," Court said. He told members of the population that he was giving them the assurance that the police will do everything within their powers to ensure that the perpetrators of these atrocious acts are brought to justice. And I quote, "I also use this occasion to reassure members of the public that your safety and security are of paramount importance. The police and the military forces will therefore be extra vigilant in an effort to ensure that all are fully protected." The police said the 29-year-old Edwin Williams was shot and killed on the job, while 19-year-old Tevin Edwards was murdered while he was in a shop shortly after midnight on Sunday. Head of the Criminal Investigation Department, Superintendent Nuffield Burnett, has condemned what he termed the senseless and foolish killings, adding, "I am shocked over the behavior of these individuals who would have carried out these brutal murders." Court said that so far 8 people have been murdered there this year. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
Mom, let you take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little while
Faster, go faster, go faster. Stop, stop.
It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or colemansubaru.com.